So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. He'll air one out for Palmer. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, it's the rookie who played in-state over in Columbus. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
On play action. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, faking the give. Looking deep here for Tillman. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll look to throw. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Allen to throw. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. And that is incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Allen gonna throw again. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? A short throw caught by Kincaid.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Allen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. One more time going up top with Allen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Allen going to give it to Cook. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Allen. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. To throw is Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Allen. He'll try and get there. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll go right and find his running back.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage across the 50 to the 48. They'll stay on the ground. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Taron Johnson up to make the tackle. They send the tight end in motion. He finds Judy on that one. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. They'll look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His 1st NFL touchdown in his very 1st NFL game. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Bills first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
Allen. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll air one out. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They bring Judy in motion. Now a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. It is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run the draw with Cook. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Now a 3rd and 2. Allen working from the pistol. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. On play action, Allen. This is intercepted. That's the safety, Brett Delpit. And the Browns will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Browns 1st down. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. That's on the former All-Pro, Jack Conklin. He'll drop to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now a run on 1st down. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. 2nd and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And a minimal gain there, down to the 20. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They look to run with 4. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. He'll try and run it. It's 4. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
The Browns offense ready for this next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bills offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Cook. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Cleveland.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down. They'll look to throw again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They'll throw on first down with Allen.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. From the gun, Josh Allen. Patch to the left side and taken in by Coleman.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but Probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Browns. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where, put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground right now?
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with how much confidence do you have that he can work himself through it, because as the turnovers continue to stack up, your biggest fear is that the confidence breaks down. So a lot of this is really just how well do you understand, what kind of relationship do you have with your quarterback. If you think you can get him through it, keep putting the ball in his hands. If you think he's done for the day, you got a big question you got to answer, whether he should even be in the game.
It is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Shedeur. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The dog pound, as usual, doing their part. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Open man, right side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down. To throw again, it's Allen. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Here's 2nd down. One more time going up top with Allen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Again, it's Allen to the air. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Throwing again, it's Allen. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.